50 million people nationwide live with arthritis. It can be debilitating, but you can help by participating in the Walk to Cure Arthritis. Danielle Holm, team captain of the Bioventus team for the Walk to Cure Arthritis, joins us along with Candy Fuller, director of the Triangle Office of the Arthritis Foundation. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Danielle, you were diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis as a child, is that right?
Yeah, although I was a little luckier in that I was a teenager, so I was diagnosed at 16. I started out with knee swelling up, and one doctor thought it was a torn meniscus because I was dancing at the time, and then even as it spread, it was hard to find. I went through multiple doctors before getting a diagnosis because no doctor tends to think of arthritis as a diagnosis for a teenager. And even at the time that I was diagnosed, I was put into a drug study for Humira with adolescents and seeing 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. And
wow,
yeah,
2-year-olds?
Oh yeah, I was as upset as I was about getting diagnosed at 16. Once I saw 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, it was a little hard to feel sorry for myself.
Was it hereditary for you?
It typically is hereditary as an autoimmune deficiency, and it manifests in different ways. So you can have psoriasis, or you can have hyperthyroidism or something like that, and it happened to be RA for me.
Okay, and Candy, we often think of it as an old person's disease, but it clearly is not.
It clearly is not, and that's probably the #1 misconception most people in the country have. They do think it's an old person's disease, when in fact 2/3 of the people who have arthritis are under the age of 65.
Wow.
And they are not all 64.
Yeah.
They start at literally 12 months and up, and they run through people at all those different decades of their lives.
And it's pretty expensive to treat, isn't it?
Yeah, my medication, I'm on a once-a-month injection. Typically, most arthritis or RA patients will have a biologic and methotrexate or some form of anti-inflammatory. My biologic is $2,800 a month.
My goodness.
I mean, it's pretty crazy expensive.
Wow. So, over these years that you've been raising money, what kind of progress have you seen in arthritis treatment?
As one woman I know who's a rheumatologist says, if you have to have arthritis, this is the time to have it.
Wow.
We have no cures. We have no cures still, but we have improved treatments considerably. We have biologics, which is what Danielle was just mentioning. They're very expensive, but they are very effective, at least putting people often into remission, but nothing cures it. And that's why we're still doing research, because we do not have cures.
Wow. And Danielle, what's life like just daily for you?
Well, I mean, I try to keep mine fairly well managed, but even then, you can wake up with stiff joints. You can have kind of permanent pain in certain areas. For example, my wrists are always bad. No matter how well managed I am, my wrists always hurt. And it's something that, I mean, at least at my age, you really try hard not to think about every day, because even if, you are well managed and you are slowing it down, as Candy mentioned, there is no cure. So you don't necessarily want to think on a day-to-day basis what's happening.
Well, best to you, and thank you so much, both of you, for coming in. The Walk to Cure Arthritis is coming up on Saturday, May 10th at the Imperial Center in RTP from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.